Mama, don't send me down the road that bank again. I got a notion that leading me to sin. Won't you realize, won't you lay it way back? Don't you bug your honey about no cat. Don't be dust, you don't need no jack. Won't you please relax and lay way back? I'll be this love and give me such a thrill. It gives me inspiration, making counterfeit pills. Now some folks say the best things in life are free. I sure don't get no love and living. Honestly, she wants money. She wants money. She wants money. She wants money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Lord, be the lady out of thrill. Next thing you know, you got ribbons lit. Don't need to look upon and to touch. It's a real shame they got to cost so much. She wants money. She wants money. She wants money. She wants money. Money, 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 This is 88.5 WXPN HD1 Philadelphia, 88.7 WXPH HD1 Middletown, 91.9 WXPJ HD1 Hackettstown, 90.5 WKHS Wharton, and streaming at xpn.org. Member-supported radio from the University of Pennsylvania.
The Old Barracks Museum in Trenton supports XPN and will have their grand reopening on July 4th to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. This reopening will unveil the results of their year-long restoration. Plus, visitors will experience live 18th century music, living history, and a preview of 3 new exhibits that highlight the site's role in the formation of the United States. For more information, it's barracks.org.
It's Kids Corner. I'm Kathy O Connell, and tonight we celebrate one of our dear, dear friends who visited Kids Corner for many years in his shiny Kids Corner bookmobile. Of course, I'm talking about our librarian, Joe Hilton, from the Free Library of Philadelphia. What a joy he was, and how much he loved reading. Well, anybody who ever listened to him knew how much Joe loved reading, and any kind of reading. He was like an ambassador of reading. He wanted everybody to read, and read what you like. He was the one who introduced us all to Free Comic Book Day. He is the one who really helped us understand Banned Books Week and how some people are just afraid of letting other people read. And Joe, who was a librarian to his very core, he just could not understand that. He just believed that everybody should be able to read what they want and make their own decisions. We loved Joe Hilton so much, and tonight you are going to hear some clips of Joe's visit with the Kids Corner Bookmobile, and you can hear that passion for reading in his voice with every word. Later on, you'll hear from a brand new writer, and you will hear from Jerry Spinelli, a kind of old writer. To get us started, though, it's Jim Cosgrove rocking the library. You know you wanna sing, you know you wanna shout, but if you do, they're gonna throw you right out. There's no need for you to be wary. I give you my permission to rock the library. Come on, rock the library. Oh, 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 oh. Rock the library. Oh, 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 oh. You know, Curious George and Ramona the Pest and Harry Potter, who do you like best? So many heroes in the storybooks. Just check one out and take it to the reading room. Come on, rock the library. Oh, 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 oh. Rock the library. Oh, oh, oh. Everyone is welcome here. Anytime throughout the year. You don't have to be ordinary. You can be culinary. You're on the Harry dromedary. Everyone's a dignitary when we rock the library. Rock the library. Oh, 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 oh. Rock the library. Oh, 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 oh. Take a jungle safari, floating outer space. A library visit can take you any place. Swimming with the sharks in the deep blue sea. Swinging for the fences in the major leagues. Come on, rock the library. Oh, oh, oh. Rock the library. Oh, oh, oh. Everybody rock the library. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, what are you guys doing sitting around?
We're bored. Living to do. We're tired of work. Yeah, I feel like my brain's getting partial.
I've got an idea where we can go.
Where? To do what? I don't have the money. Neither do I.
That's okay, you don't need it. Listen, let me tell you something about a place I know. You can find one almost anywhere you go. Could be on a corner, could be down a hall. You know, I've even seen them in a mall. You can walk with your feet if it's not too far. Or get your mom and dad to take you in the car. Everything is free there, waiting in the stacks. So let you take it home, you gotta bring it back.
At your library.
There's so much to see, so much to do.
At your library.
There's a whole big world just waiting for you.
At your library.
There's so much to do, so much to see.
At your library.
If you're gonna go, then you gotta take me. Hey!
Let's go! I'm ready. I got my jacket. Let's get in the car. Wait, who's gonna drive?
I'll drive.
You?
I'm grown up.
Yeah, right.
Go to the library, walk in the doors like walking in a jungle that you got to explore. So much to learn, so much to know. There's something calling to you everywhere you go. Magazines and DVDs, anywhere you look, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of books. If that's not enough, then don't forget, you can always go surfing on the internet. At your library. There's so much to see, so much to do. At your library. There's a whole big world just waiting for you. At your library. So much to do, so much to see. At your library. If you're gonna go, then you gotta take me.
You guys, look at this book. There's a thing about dinosaurs and bicycles. Hey, everybody, look what I found over here on this computer. Cool!
Excuse me?
What?
Could you keep it down? I'm trying to read. This is a library.
What?
They got funny tales and fairy tales and very, very scary tales. Books about the weather and snow and rain and when it hails. Books about cats and mice and dogs and hawks and logs and bogs and frogs and even little pollywogs. There's a billion things I know that I've missed some, but you can look them up with the Dewey Decimal System. Everything is yours, it's not that hard. All you gotta get is a library card.
At your library.
There's so much to see, so much to do.
At your library.
There's a whole big world just waiting for you.
At your library.
So much to do, so much to see.
At your library.
If you're gonna go, then you gotta take me.
At your library.
There's so much to see, so much to do.
At your library.
There's a whole big world just waiting for you.
At your library.
So much to do, so much to see.
At your library.
If you're gonna go, you gotta take me.
In the beginning, there was the blues. The blues is the key ingredient in American popular music. It reaches deep into our souls, but it's also some of the best party music on the planet. So come to the party. I'm Johnny Meister, inviting you to join me for the Blues Show, Saturday nights starting at 7 here on XPN.
Look at that. He's coming in safely. He just made a 3-point U-turn right here in the studio, parallel park. Joe Hilton
Hello, hello, hello.
with the Kids Corner Bookmobile.
Oh, listen to all that great music.
Wasn't that I was afraid you weren't going to come in here, but then I forgot. That radio, you could drive right in here with the Bookmobile. I saw you still tapping your feet there.
Good music.
Wasn't that great?
Hooked on a feeling.
Jim, no, we didn't play Hooked on a Feeling. That's a whole nother song. Jim Cosgrove and the Hiccups did Rockin' the Library, and Bill Harley at your library. We are looking for your recommendations for books that you like so much that you want to recommend them to other people. And Joe, before we do anything else, let's announce your selection for the Kids Corner Book Club for this month. And are you ready for something new?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Beautiful drum roll.
Wasn't that big? It took me days to do that. No, it didn't. It didn't take me any time at all. Robert Drake did it, in fact. But that's our sign that there's something exciting afoot.
Something big.
Yeah? Really big?
Really big.
Yeah?
And this is a wonderful, wonderful book.
I'll be the judge of that.
Written by a great author. It's in code.
In code?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
In code.
In code?
See, I was talking in code, too.
You were talking in code
Yes.
just then? If I read this book, I would know better what you're talking about,
Yes.
wouldn't I? Oh, that would help a lot. Well,
The name of the book is
Yeah.
The
The
BFG.
The BFG
Yes,
by Roald Dahl,
by Roald Dahl,
the world's #1 storyteller.
the #1 storyteller.
Should I say what BFG stands for?
Please.
The Big Friendly Giant.
Yes. Oh, can you imagine? Sophie is home. She's in an orphanage.
Yep.
And one night she just couldn't sleep.
Yeah, not having a great
So
life.
she sees a BFG blowing something into windows. And when the giant sees Sophie, he grabs her and he takes her back to he's got a cave in the desert. It's his home.
Mm-hmm.
And there he explains to her that he spends his time blowing happy dreams to children.
Oh, that's who we have to thank for happy
Yes.
dreams.
But he also lets her know that there's other giants twice his size who eat children.
Ooh.
And when Sophie hears about this, she decides that they must be stopped for once and for all. And they have some weird names.
Yeah. I just opened the book here because somehow you have sealed it so I cannot look at the end of the book. All the books, I noticed.
I did that just for you.
I noticed that you put childproof locks on the end of every book here.
Because I found out a certain person likes to go right to the end of the book to find out if it's a happy ending or not.
I go right to the end. It's a shame. I'm not proud of that. And I appreciate you are trying to change that habit. But here in the front of the book, well, listen to the names of these characters. The names of these characters. The giants. The flesh lump eater, the bone cruncher, the man hugger, the child chewer, the meat dripper, the gizzard gulper. I think that's my favorite. The maid masher, the blood bottler, the butcher boy, and of course, the BFG. Now, wait a minute. The Queen of England is a character in the
There's a list of human characters.
The Queen of England, Mary, the Queen's maid, Mr. Tibbs, the palace butler, the head of the army, the head of the Air Force, and of course, Sophie.
Sophie needs help.
An orphan. Oh, yeah, she does.
Goes out and says, look, we got to stop these giants. Well, at least she's going to try.
Yeah.
Because if she's not successful.
Yeah, the child chewer might take over.
That's right.
The bone cruncher.
So if you'd like to read a funny story, an exciting story.
Yeah, with all those
lots of adventure.
Giants threatening people, it's still very funny.
Yes.
And Roald Dahl, he has a way with storytelling.
Yes, he does.
And maybe
we're talking about some great books. So please, we're talking about #1 storyteller, lots and lots of books.
James and the Giant Peach.
We're talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, one of my all-time favorites.
And
did you know, by the way, I just watched the movie again, all the lyrics in the songs come directly from Roald Dahl. The way he plays with language is so incredible.
Well, I didn't know that.
Indeed.
The Complete Adventures of Charlie and Mr. Willy Wonka.
Oh, I got it.
I like Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I love Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Matilda.
Yeah, Matilda, now a Broadway show. And in fact, I know a lot of kids, their introduction to Broadway musical comedy is they're going to see Matilda.
Nice.
So, and like you said, there are so many ways to tell a story, to share a story.
So you can do it on audio tape. You can do it ebook. And you can read your story.
Let's welcome Maddie from Friends Select School. Maddie joins us from Philadelphia. Hi, Maddie.
Hello.
Hello. You are here with Joe Hilton, our librarian. What book do you want to recommend this month?
I'd like to recommend Goodbye Stranger by Rebecca Barron.
Oh, tell me about it.
Please, tell us.
Well, the only thing about this is, my English teacher, she's reading it to us. And since she's a part-time author, she goes to these conventions and she gets books before they release. So this is actually a book before it releases. She said it's going to come out of August 2015. So I hope that everyone's excited for this because I can't wait to buy my own copy. But it's a very good book.
Maddie, I got to interrupt you 1 second. Joe Hilton is so excited by this right now.
Wow.
Sit back on your seat. You're going to fall off your seat. Now, hold on. Maddie, one more time, tell me the title.
It's called Goodbye Stranger.
Goodbye Stranger. Tell us about Goodbye Stranger.
Okay, well, there are 3 different perspectives, which is really interesting. There's the perspective of a girl named Bridge, who is in 7th grade. The perspective of this mysterious you character, because all of the pronouns are only you. It doesn't ever give a name, which is very mysterious.
Very.
And there's also the perspective of one of Bridges' friends, Sherm, and his chapters are mostly written into letters to his grandfather. It's very good when Bridget's friend M kind of gets a little too over her head with a boy she likes, Patrick. You know, it starts to go really crazy, and they try to find a way to fix it. This new character, she is in high school because she says that she is a freshman at one of the schools near Bridges, and apparently she knows Bridge, but we still don't know who it is because Bridge doesn't ever mention anyone who fits the profile.
So So we've
Wonderful.
got mystery, we've got adventure, we've got something very interesting that you mentioned, Maddie, about perspective, like 3 different viewpoints on what's going on. This sounds like a wonderful book.
It is.
What do you recommend about it most? Like, what do you like most about it?
I'd have to say I really like the perspective and how because each chapter ends with some sort of cliffhanger, and it makes you want to read more, and it's so good. It just kind of leaves you at the edge of your seat, and it's really, really good.
It sounds
like you can't put it down.
And also, I love that your teacher is reading it to you.
Yes.
So each chapter, like you said, you can't read ahead because it's being read to you. I love it. Maddie, thank you so much. Again, the name is Goodbye Stranger. And do you know the name of the author?
Rebecca Barron.
Rebecca Barron. Oh, you just made Joe. He's writing it down now. You just made him so happy.
I'm definitely going to look out for this one.
Maddie, thank you very much. Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we fought for the rights we had to make all things. Never again will the turkey door stand. Never again will I be bullied. And never again will I doubt it when mommy says I'm a miracle. Never again will we leave behind children living, revolting sons. We sing revolting songs. We sing revolting lights. We'll be revolting children till our revolting sons. Revolting, we are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs. We sing revolting lights. We'll be revolting children till our revolting sons. They will become a screaming fool. Take out your hockey stick and use it as a sword. Never again will we be ignorant. We'll find out where the chalk is stored and draw new pictures on the board. It's the thing something we're revolting. Let's be out will you know what's the wrong on is right. Everyone and her arts lives. We're revolting. Say you stay inside. To begin to make us the same time. Rebecca, I'm up and I say to you. Come on! U-S-I-A-T, 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 Did you know you can enjoy the music of Kids Corner anytime you want? Early morning with your breakfast, or perhaps some quality time before bed, or even when you're on the road with your family. It's the new Kids Corner 24/7 music channel. Listen using the XPN app or online at kidscorner.org. We have book recommendations from some of our listeners.
I would love to hear them.
Hazel is here from Independence Charter School. Hazel joins us from Philadelphia. Hi, Hazel.
Hi, Kathy.
What is your book recommendation?
It's called Numbering the Stars.
I have heard of this book.
Lois Lowry.
Oh, is it Lois Lowry's Numbering the Stars? I don't know much about it, Hazel. Tell me why you like it.
Well, our English teacher is reading it to us.
Uh-huh.
And we've gotten pretty far, but we haven't finished it yet, but I love it.
Why do you love it?
It's about a girl named Anne Marie, or maybe it's Ellen. I have terrible memory. Yeah, I think it's Anne Marie. And her best friend Ellen is Jewish, and they live in Denmark, and the Nazis took over. And they were relocating, and her mom and dad went away to a hiding place, and they took in Ellen, Anne Marie's best friend.
Hazel, this sounds like a really interesting book. It also sounds like it's about some very serious subjects. Is it a very serious book?
Sort of, if you don't count the little sister Kirsty and the kids.
Oh, but so they have some fun stuff in it as well, in all the seriousness. Yeah. And
nice.
And you recommend this book?
Yes, I love
Numbering the Stars.
Yeah, it's an award-winning book, and it deals with the Holocaust.
Wow.
I think it won a Newbery
Yes, it did. It did win the Newbery Award, and it's a wonderful, wonderful book.
What a wonderful way to teach and to learn about a truly awful subject in history.
Yes, and you find out about the courageous and wonderful people who put their life on the line to save others.
To save others, to hide people.
They almost got caught. Yeah, that's why they moved to the country. They almost got caught by the police.
I can only imagine. Hazel, thank you so much for telling us about Numbering the Stars.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
I knew the title, but I had no idea that it had such a rich story to it. I got to check it out. Thanks, Hazel. And here is Robbie from Village School. Robbie joins us from West Windsor, New Jersey. Hi, Robbie.
Hi.
What is your book?
My book is Guardians of Gahul, The Capture.
What is that?
And it's a series about owls, and they live in different kingdoms, which are nests, basically. And it's about an owl named Thorin from the kingdom of Tyto. And he gets picked up by these evil owls that take him to the St. Agilus Academy of Orphans.
Wow.
And basically they have to escape with his friend, who's named Gilfy, and it's an elf owl, which is really small.
Robbie, tell me why you're recommending this book.
It's a wonderful series.
I was just going to say, you have to see the smile on Joe Hilton's face from the moment you started recommending the book. This has made him very, very happy. Why do you like it so much?
I like it because, well, it's a good series. Like, there's an entire series to it.
I love these animal series, by the way.
It's a warrior series.
Yeah.
A lot of life going on. So if you like the warriors with the cats, and you have other things.
Yeah.
I never would have thought of owls.
But yeah, but they're very intriguing. We're talking about a lot of action and a lot of intrigue, and
very good. Give me the title one more time, please, Robbie.
Guardians of Gahul is the name of the series, and then the book is The Capture.
And Robbie, I'm going to say goodbye to you now on the phone, but keep listening on the radio, because I want to ask Joe about a series he's recommended this month that I think you might like as well. Robbie, thanks a lot. Now, Joe, well, it's not about owls, but what about Mouseheart? Mouseheart, Hopper's Destiny.
Yes.
That's one of your recommendations this month.
This is a sequel, and we're talking about Hopper's a mouse that used to be in used to live in a pet shop.
Uh-huh.
And now he lives on the streets of Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, dear.
And this was after a battle.
Oh.
It was a major battle. And it destroyed an underground rodent civilization.
Oh, no.
Yes. Underneath, they lived in the subway tunnels.
Yep.
And now, with his new friends, Mouseheart is now turned into a warrior mouse. And he hopes to rebuild the city because it's been ruined. But now he has to deal with cats. It's open season. They used to have a truce, but now it's like...
Yeah.
And also human exterminators.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
So it's the type of book that if you enjoyed Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim, or if you enjoyed The Guardian, that was just recommended, you would like Mouse Heart.
It's based on a really fantastic, a fantasy idea, and yet there's real life stuff like dealing with exterminators.
You're talking about the map of underground New York?
Wow, look at that. And wait a minute, it's up to date. Barclays Center, it's up to date as well.
Yes.
Oh, this is really good. And once again, he's got a child-proof lock on the rest of the book, so I cannot look at the end. But this does, what a beautiful cover as well. Mouse Heart, Hopper's Destiny. Excellent, excellent. And Joe Hilton is here recommending books. You can learn about some of these books on our website, kidscorner.org, there at the books button. And Sarah is with us. Sarah is homeschooled with us from Wilmington, Delaware. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
What is the book you want to talk about?
I want to talk about Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web. What a wonderful recommendation.
Beautiful.
Oh, tell everybody why you like it.
I like it because when Charlotte made the web that says radiant, and I also did a diorama for it.
Oh, wow.
That had to look beautiful.
Again, when a book inspires you and a story inspires you to create something, to create art based on it, that's got to be a wonderful book.
I believe so.
Now, Sarah, I'm wondering, did you read this book with your parents or did you read it alone? And
I read it with my mama.
I knew
wonderful book to share.
Because it is such a wonderful book to share. It really is. And there may be some grown-ups who have not read Charlotte's Web yet. And they really should. Because
nice family story.
Sarah's right. It's beautiful. Sarah, thank you very much. And Luke joins us from St. Peter and Paul School, joining us from Westchester. Hi, Luke.
Hi.
Hey, what is your book recommendation?
Charlie and the Cheese Monster.
Charlie and the Cheese Monster. Now, wait a minute. This isn't the same Charlie as in the Chocolate Factory, is it?
No.
Oh, good. It's a whole new Charlie. And what does he do? Who's the Cheese Monster?
So the Cheese Monster they eat the moon and it shrinks, but they have a cow that makes cheese and they patch it up with the new made cheese.
That is the most imaginative, wonderful story. I did not think that was what the Cheese Monster was about.
That's a wild cheese monster.
It really is. Luke, why do you like this story so much?
Because they eat the moon.
They eat the moon. I just love that sentence. Luke, thank you very much. Charlie and the Cheese Monster. I know. Well, I'm going to put another picture in your head. You ready?
Yes.
Captain Underpants. Oh, there's another picture.
Underpants.
Because you recommended Captain Underpants and the Tyrannical Retaliation of the Turbo Toilet 2000.
Lots of weird and wonderful illustrations.
Oh, yes.
All throughout the book.
Oh, yes.
Captain Underpants and a Tyrannical Retaliation of the Turbo Toilet 2000.
He Who Must Not Be Flushed is a chapter title in this book.
The superhero Captain Underpants returns to fight another villain with his school-age troublemakers George and Harold.
Oh, yeah.
They hope to save the planet from total destruction by the evil Turbo Toilet Monster who is out for vengeance. So they have to deal with some weird inventions.
Yeah.
And some time travel.
Isn't that kind of what Captain Underpants is really famous for?
Yes. Doing weird things.
Yes. And it incredibly popular.
And they may be able to save the day. If they work together, they may be able to save the day.
One of the things I have heard about the Captain Underpants series is this is a series for kids and parents who may think they don't like to read because it is such a great series.
And what's so funny, and it's crazy, is that at the beginning, they always tell you how Captain Underpants became Captain Underpants.
Oh, good. Good.
Yes,
So they
find
explain
out-
that every time.
They explain that.
You're just
So
going to
you
have
get
to
an
go
idea.
read one to find
That's
out
right.
how. Yeah.
But you find out, and they tell you we're back, and they go through a whole thing,
Oh,
and the illustrations are just
they're wonderful.
wonderful.
They
So
really
you get to
are.
find out, how Captain Underpants gets his powers, and
Well, you know my friends from the band Trout Fishing in America,
yes,
and Keith Grimwood. These are his favorite books, the Captain Underpants books. He can't wait till his grandson is old enough for him to share the Captain Underpants books with him.
I enjoy reading them and sharing them.
So many ways to share a story. Hey, let's have Henry share a story with us. Henry is here from Norwood School, joining us from Chestnut Hill. Hi, Henry.
Hi.
What is your book choice?
The Giver.
The Giver. This is another kind of serious one, isn't it? Tell us about
yeah.
The Giver, Henry.
It's about like this perfect society in the future that is like so perfect that eventually, like a boy named Jonas, he tries to he becomes the receiver of like all information about the like earlier past, and then there's the Giver who gives information that people didn't even like know about from the past, like color and like emotions that they don't have in the future.
I've heard so much
This
about
won a tremendous amount of awards, and it is so rich and rewarding to read.
And why do you like it, Henry?
I thought it was like a really interesting book for me because I like that kind of stuff, like futuristic.
Yes.
And it is, yes.
It really is.
You got sci-fi there. I do believe it's been made into a movie.
I think they're making it into a movie. I've read about
I just don't know if they can do justice to it because it covers a whole lot.
That's what everybody has been speculating about the movie. It is that really, is it possible to really capture everything that's in this
That's a nice
very
way
rich book
of describing your futuristic.
Yeah, futuristic. Who's the author on that, Henry? Is that Lois Lowry?
It is Lois Lowry.
She's amazing. We've gotten a couple of recommendations for her tonight. Henry, thank you so much for recommending The Giver. Excellent, excellent choice. Joe Hilton, you have books for kids of all ages. What is this? Paper Things?
That was
all your
one
books
that
are
was
Paper Things.
That was recommended by a nice librarian at the Free Library.
Was it?
Said, I think you might want to check this out. And this is about a little girl, and she's a fifth grader, Ariana, and she's with her 19-year-old brother. They live with a guardian because unfortunately her parents have passed away.
That happens a lot in kids' books.
And so Gage, he wants to get his own place because he doesn't really get along with his guardian. She cares for him, but she's real strict and everything.
He's growing up.
But they've always promised to stay together. So she's loyal to her brother. So wherever he goes, she's going to go.
Oh, yeah.
So they decide to say, he says, oh, yeah, I have my own place. I have my own apartment. But he really doesn't.
Oh, no.
So they end up spending some time bouncing from one friend's place to another. So they end up homeless.
They're couch surfing. No,
yes.
That's sad.
Spending months staying with friends or sneaking into juvenile shelters at night.
Is this a sad book?
No, it's not. It's it opens up a window of what's going on in certain people's lives. And she does have a dream because she promised her mother she would like to go to a particular school for gifted children. And so, but see, what happens is her friendships are strained, her grades are slipping while she's struggling with her situation, and she's doing everything she can to hide it from her classmates.
Yeah.
So very interesting. And Paper Things is, when she looks at magazines and she sees a family, she likes to click that out.
Oh, wow.
And, and says, hey, she dreams about that.
Yeah.
Say, hey, this could be my family.
She uses that, kind of almost like paper dolls.
So you're drawing into this. You're drawing into it, and you end up worrying about. You really do worry about it.
What a beautiful story, Paper Things. Thank you so much, Joe Hilton.
My pleasure.
Find Joe's recommendations on our website. Let's finish off this edition of the Bookmobile with Mr. G.
So many things that I love to do, from swimming in the ocean to going to the zoo. When it comes to lunch, I love mac and cheese, but most of all, I love to read. Give me a bunch of books, and I'll go to my room and travel around the world in an afternoon. There's not that much that I really need, 'cause most of all, I love to read. I say, most of all, I love to read. I love to read every single day. I love to read, believe me when I say, from dinosaurs and dungeons to stories about fleas, I just can't get enough, 'cause I love to read on. Love to in the morning, love to late at night, lying by the fire or beside my bedside light. Even when I'm walking and chewing pumpkin seeds, or anytime at all, I love to read, especially something scary, so scary I can't breathe. Oh, anytime at all, I love to read. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Hi, I'm Ian Zalator. Folk music has a long, rich history of telling stories through song and entertaining people all over the world. This tradition continues to this day and can be heard on The Folk Show Sunday nights from 8 to 10 here on XPN with me, Ian Zalator. Tune in as we explore the current state of folk music through songs and live guests and connect it to its past many generations ago. It's The Folk Show Sunday nights at 8 here on XPN.
Now I'm going to say the whole thing, Tara. Just I know you're in here, you're in my studio, and your job is very cool. And let's face it, my job is one word, host. Tara Lynn Murphy is joining me here. Now, she is, deep breath, Chief Librarian Administrator, Library of Accessible Media for Pennsylvanians, which is part of the Free Library of Philadelphia, and receives funding from the Office of Commonwealth Libraries as well, being part of the National Library for the Blind and Print Disabled, which is part of the Library of Congress. Better yet, here at Kids Corner, we'll just say, welcome to Kids Corner, Tara, Chief of Lamp. I love that.
I'm the librarian of the lamp.
Yes.
One of them.
Oh, I like that. Well, you're a bright light in the studio right now. And we're going to talk about a bright light in both our lives.
Yes.
One of our great memories here at Kids Corner is the time that we spent with our librarian, Joe Hilton. What a wonderful guy he was. I only got to see him, once a month, but he brought such joy, such energy. What was your relationship with Joe? How did you know Joe?
I knew Joe because I moved here in 2007 to be a librarian, just graduating from library school in Florida. And I moved up here, didn't know anyone. They threw me into West Philly at 65th and Girard at the Haddington Library. They decided I was going to be a children's librarian, which I am not, was not, will not. But, he's like, I think this is a good fit. And I was like, who is this guy? Like, who is this person, like the man behind the curtain, sending me emails and such. And he's like, I'm your administrator. And I was like, okay. I didn't meet him for 6 months until January. He was just so busy. He was the administrator for the West area libraries. And so there was a lot going on, and he was very involved. He used to be the acting head of all of the libraries in Philadelphia. So, he was busy. So
I can't believe he had time for us. I'm so grateful.
No, but in he, he had his little car and he would just zip around, and you'd show up and then you'd be like, oh, you're Joe Hilton. Yeah. Okay. And we really hit it off. One of my experiences where he decided that I was acceptable was that we were having a meeting at the library and there was someone on the board who I will not mention who they are, but they had said, we were at the Walnut Street West Library at that time, and I was like, we need more chairs, we have kids overflowing, they're sitting on the floors, and this board member said, well, we should just send those children to Penn, Drexel. And I said, you want to send children out of the library? And he's like, well, no, that's not what I said. That's not what I meant. Da, 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 da. And I was like, okay. So after the meeting, Joe walked up to me. He goes, you are now my new favorite person. I said, why? He's like, that man burned down my family's tree when he decided to bomb Osage.
Oh, my.
And he's like, and you just told him, oh, you want to take children out of the library? And he was just like, I love you. He's like, absolutely. He's just like, you have my heart. I was like, I don't know who this man is. I'm not from Philly. Who is this guy, this mayor or somebody? I don't know. Like, he was just, anyways. So yes, that was how we got to know each other. And then because I stood up, he was one of those people who always was quick to smile, quick to talk about a book, quick to talk about like, okay, it's all about relationships. Like, he really emphasized that it's not just about putting someone as the right qualifications in a place. You have to get the vibes. You have to see how they fit. And it's really about that energy and having the right energy around people.
That was exactly what brought him here, because that's how we got our regulars on Kids Corner. They would come in and maybe do one show, and we just fell in love, whoever it was, Mike, Derek, Mimi, and Joe. And the kids responded so beautifully with such enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
And am I ever going to give you a Joe Hilton quote? There are so many ways to share a story. And he introduced us and encouraged reading and sharing stories in so many ways. I got a library card because I didn't want to disappoint Joe. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, it was because he just had such enthusiasm and shared so much in his love of reading that you just wanted to make him happy. It's so good having you here.
Oh, it's great to be here and sitting in the chair where Joe used to sit.
Yes. What was he like to learn from?
He talked a lot.
Yeah.
He talked a lot.
Which made him a great radio guest.
Yes, he loved to talk, but he also loved to go, let's go out and have a bite.
Yeah.
Let's go have a bite somewhere. Let's go meet up and, meet up for lunch. Let's meet up for dinner. What are you doing? That, and he liked to walk. His walks on Kelly Drive were legendary because they kept getting earlier and earlier because he would get a group of people and they would walk, and it was whatever their schedule is. And I think at one point they were meeting at like 3 a.m. to go for a walk on Kelly Drive. But yes, so he loved to eat. He loved to talk. He loved to walk.
He loved to cook.
He loved to cook.
Yeah.
What did he make for you?
Lasagna. He came to a party and he brought a whole pan of lasagna, and it was out of this world.
Did he ever share his recipes?
No. If I wanted to cook it myself, I'd get a cookbook because I learned from Joe Hilton. What's your favorite book?
So my favorite book that I just started sharing again with my daughter, Moira, is A Light in the Attic by Shel Silverstein. And it's the book I got when I was little. And it has the inscription from my mom on Christmas, and I really love Shel Silverstein. And I really love those books. Shel Silverstein, that's something that's been really special to be able to share with my Muppet.
A book is really the best gift you can give someone.
Right.
And Joe Hilton, thank you for all the books you introduced us to. We will always miss you, Joe. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Tara.
Thanks, Kathy.
Remember me. Don't I have to say goodbye? Remember me. Don't let it make you cry. Or even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me. Oh, I have to travel far. Remember me. Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. Until you're in my arms again. Remember me. Solo con tu amor yo puedo. Recuérdame. Solo con tu amor yo puedo. Recuérdame. Si en tu mente vivo estoy. Recuérdame. Mis sueños yo te doy. Te llevo en mi corazón y te acompañaré. Unidos en nuestra canción, contigo ahí estaré. Recuérdame. Si sola crees estar, recuérdame. Y mi cantar te irá a abrazar. Aún en la distancia nunca vayas a olvidar que yo contigo siempre voy. Recuérdame. Because let the music play, keep our love alive and never fade away. If you close your eyes and let the music play, keep our love alive and never fade away. If you close your eyes and let the music play, keep our love alive and never fade away. Remember me. For I was only gone, remember me. And let the love we have live on. And know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. So until you're in my arms again, remember me. Remember me.
Going through the motions, walking around the car. We've travelled many miles, though not so very far. When I check the side view mirror, I think of you, my dear. And you're always very close, closer than you appear. And you'd say, are we there yet? As we drive into the sun. We're almost there, my love, my innocent one. I find my mind wandering back down this old road, in my trusty time machine, my thoughts on overload. Child of mine, you're 39. Where did the time go? It's here, there, and everywhere. Always fast, never slow. And you'd say, are we there yet? As we drive into the sun. We're almost there, my love, my innocent one. A picture-perfect moment. A moment we could share. Laughter from the back seat. We're always almost there.
One of the things our librarian, Joe Hilton, loved was spotlighting new authors and new books. So in that spirit, we chatted with new author Rose Shanahan about her first book, What Jewel Heard at Grassy Sound, a book that celebrates the art and the joy of bird watching. We asked Rose just how she got this idea to write What Jewel Heard at Grassy Sound.
What I discovered just sitting out watching birds and their interactions with one another, how do they feed? It was amazing. It was a show to me. And what I wanted to do was share what I see every summer night and bring it to the masses. And I also want to encourage people to go bird watching and take photographs. And it's like a challenge because when you're bird watching, you have to be quiet, you have to be still, and it's just peaceful. My sister did the illustrations in the book, and then it snowballed into writing a little story that went along with the photographs and the illustrations. I consider this a picture book with a little story and a big message.
As we celebrate Joe Hilton, one of the things that I remember is how much he celebrated authors. And we have a wonderful author with us on tonight's Kids Corner. Jerry Spinelli is here. Hi, Jerry Spinelli.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing great. And I mean, you've written more than 30 novels for young readers. And, you know, you've been doing this 4 decades. I've been doing this 4 decades. We have seen a lot, haven't we, in all
Boy,
this time?
haven't we though? Yep. You and I are partners. Absolutely.
There's a song called "I've Been Doing This Longer Than You've Been Alive," and that's very often how I feel. But one of the things you do is with your books, you take me back to some difficult times, and we'll talk about that. But your books also take me back to Saturdays with my dad going to the library. And it's got to be at this point, you've got multiple generations discovering your books. Can you talk a little about that?
I like to say that I don't write for kids. I write about them. Stargirl, for example, is about high school kids. And I've got kids in elementary school reading it. And I love hearing from people like you, from grown-up people that tell me they like my stories, because it just validates what I've always tried to do, and that is just to write a good story with the idea that somebody of any age might enjoy it.
Well, and now you're going back to school from, you had Space Station 7th grade way back when.
Yeah.
We had 4th grade Rats. And I gotta admit, that one worried me a little bit because I love my 4th grade. But what is 5th grade Top Dogs? We are going back to school. The Rule the School series continues.
Yeah, it all started with the old schoolyard chant: 1st grade babies, 2nd grade cats, 3rd grade angels, 4th grade rats. I'm thinking, okay, 4th grade Rats, there's the book, and I went ahead and wrote it. Then from there, 3rd grade Angels, some years later, and now I ran out of the chant, so I had to make up something. And I'm thinking, well, 6th grade was top of the line when I was in grade school, and so it was just kind of natural, you know. He's in after 3rd, after 4th, he's now in 5th, and he's now what? A top dog, or about to become one. There you go, 3 stories in the series.
5th grade Top Dogs. What would you do if you could return to 5th grade for one day? I know I would turn around and come right back here, but what would you do?
In 5th grade, I wanted to be a baseball player. That lasted up to halfway through high school. And when I read, I enjoyed reading, but the only thing I read were classroom assignments. I virtually never read a book on my own. And I think to some extent that helps to account for the fact that it took me so long to get started, to get the hang of it, how to write a novel, because I didn't read them when I was a kid. I didn't have much of it in the way of a role model. I wish I had read more as a kid. That's one reason why I put a book in Maniac McGee's hand. That everywhere he goes, whether he's running or playing football, he's got a book in his hand. That's me.
And that is wonderful. 5th grade Top Dogs is the latest book in the Rule the School series. And Jerry Spinelli, thank you so much for joining us to celebrate books and reading here on Kids Corner. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Kathy.
I'm going to the library to see my librarian. Send me on the 60 things, as if I could carry them. In my red wagon, bouncing out the picture box, like my granny hands out food. Let you take all of these, and you might like this one too. And my brain's getting fried on stories and facts, and it feels like love. All the librarians, they say come follow me. They're looking straight at me, they take me seriously. And all the things that I never fix become my new favorites. I show them to my friends at school, and they get addicted to Nancy Drew. I'm so understood when the story's this good. Oh, it feels like love. All the things that I could ever wonder about are waiting here for me. All the places I could ever wonder to have a ticket for free. And guess who taught me the keys of books about boys and girls and magic worlds, heroic dogs, a dirty dog, swimming teams and big machines, infant friends and astronauts, radio chains and snowy days, wind up mice and cats for sale, lightning and wild things. I love my writing.
I'm so glad we had this hour to remember our friend librarian Joe Hilton and to continue to celebrate the joy of reading. And that's the best way to honor his memory, is to keep reading and keep celebrating that joy of reading, no matter what your age is. So next week, that's it. Join us next week as we wrap up Kids Corner. Our first shall be last. Yes, our very first Kids Corner guest. Well, he'll become our very last Kids Corner guest. Our all-natural science guy, Mike Weilbacher, will join me next Monday night at 7. And next Tuesday, we will call the radio show a wrap as producer Robert Drake joins me, and we'll sift through the hundreds of memories that folks have shared with us in the Kids Corner treasure chest. Tonight's Kids Corner was engineered by and produced by Robert Drake. You can find us online at kidscorner.org, and you can find our music at kidscorner.org. I'm Kathy O'Connell. Have a good night. Have a safe night, please. Let's all be kind to each other, and we'll see you next time right here on Kids Corner.
This is 88.5 WXPN HD1 Philadelphia, 88.7 WXPH HD1 Middletown, 91.9 WXPJ HD1 Hackettstown, 90.5 WKHS Wharton, and streaming at xpn.org. Member-supported radio from the University of Pennsylvania.